Hey ratbags, it's Jade today, doing a little bit of, lore, story, myth busting. I did a short little while ago talking about the 15 solved, basically why there's 5 character slots and how you can find the trinket that explains, as this was added in recently. That short has got over 130,000 views now, but someone has pointed out that I got it wrong. It doesn't really explain that the kid has been killed. I've always assumed because the note wasn't actually finished, it just meant the spiders ate him, but the whole point of the trinket is that you can escape spiders with a speed boost. Hastily written note. Dear whoever, no idea what's going on. I woke up with 4 other kids in a giant lawn. I tried to wake them but they're super zonked out and honestly seems better off tucked in that box for now. All I know is there's little huts with too many computers and not enough snacks. Spiders are hunting me and I need to find us a safe, and then it cuts off. The crucial bit being there's no actual skeleton here. Or is there a backpack? There have been the biggest signs that something is not right and someone has died. So let's dive into this a bit more today, finally putting to bed as well other people still confused about the teens on the milk carton. So Grounded have explained what potentially happened with the 5th slot case, but we don't know for certain whether or not he's actually dead. There's a good amount of skeletons in the game, but remember these aren't all related to the dead teens. A lot of them are going to be the actual omniscient people that was sent here to do either experiments or find Wendell. Obviously the skeletons that work for Omniscient do all come with an Omniscient badge, so we can rule them out as being part of the teenagers that have gone missing. Throughout all the cutscenes we are repeatedly told that some of the previous teens haven't survived either the shrinking process or have been jettisoned, much like these guys were. Whether it was done maliciously or by the friendly scientists again to try and save their lives, hoping that they would be able to find maybe Wendell and get them to go bigger again just like we were, that's definitely up for debate. It used to be a bit more clear cut because there would be bags of resources in certain places like the Forest Tribute Cave. So you can't really take it for granted that these lean-tos represent each a dead teen. I would say only backpacks found or skeletons that don't have omniscient badges. Everyone and their mum likes to point out that we could have a sequel of Grounded potentially based on these characters. But these characters are dead. Spoilers, but this gets told in the good ending. The good ending literally says about the kidnappings, about the dead teenagers, about Omniscient. Also added to the fact that one of these characters, the redhead here, Shyla, is actually based on Shyla, one of the Grounded devs. I've always thought some of the other characters were based on some of the devs as well, but apparently not. So no, these guys are not going to return for some sort of sequel, and obviously they're not making any kind of DLC. Not unless they're about to retcon or seriously change what they've already told and said, which isn't out the realms of possibility, but makes it unlikely. I don't think there was ever real plans for this to be an actual thing. Just in the early design stage, it'd always been planned to have 4 characters, but these boxes were just designed with 5 in mind. So the most obvious skeletons that aren't related to Omniscient are one in the red anthill. In fact, it's split into 3 parts, and it's obviously where you get the B armor. I always found it weird that there was another skeleton here underneath this canopy, but there's no actual item on it at all, and that's just on the middle bed. And that's pretty much it for the undocumented bones. There might be one more, but honestly my memory is escaping me at the moment. I'm trying to think where I've seen another set of bones or a skeleton that doesn't have an omniscient badge on it. There's lots more lean-tos like the one that you find in this smaller termite hill, pretty much by the side in the trenches here. And just because there's a backpack doesn't necessarily mean that is the dead body of a teen that was found, but we do know there is a backpack here at the woodpile. And there is one more backpack here underneath the oak tree in the small water tunnel. The woodpile backpack has obviously lots of scarab shells, and the one under the oak tree has the poison arrows. So when you take that into account, that's like 2 skeletons, 2 backpacks. So yes, it could be possible that the 15 has lived and maybe one day they'll make an appearance, or we might see an offshoot game from them. Not DLC, but it's not out the realms of possibility that they may have some sort of story involving this kid. How it would fit in with the rest of Grounded, I'm not too sure. Would we really want to play another game based just in this backyard with one person's early adventures? I think it would have to be a case of they got swiftly moved on, making their escape from the spiders and being transported to either another laboratory or another backyard. And if it's another backyard, it's going to be pretty boring. The whole point is that this backyard is special because Wendell has been doing these experiments, and part of that is a key part of the grounded gameplay. So it'd have to be something to do with Omninant, and I think that's just all going to be saved for another full sequel. I'm sure there's stuff I've missed. Like I said, it's just off the top of my head, but it's been bugging me ever since I did that short talking about the 5th character. At least we know they tried to fix the story, but we just don't know what actually happened to that character. Chances are it has just simply died, and it is one of the skeletons that we found, but considering 4 other teenagers have gone missing, I'm not too sure if we counted up all the skeletons it would match the 4 that are missing. And if the 5th kid is dead, then that should be 5 skeletons that we find. If you like this type of video, let me know if you want more of Grounded's either lore or story explained, or just some funny quirks about stuff that's happened in development. Until next time, ratbags, I'll see you later.